What is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and yes, I am wearing the exact same clothes as you saw in yesterday's video. I'm recording these back to back. Irrelevant. So I'm coming at you guys today with my Shaddoll deck profile after Ghost from the Past has finally been released. Ghost from the Past gave us two new really cool Shaddoll cards. It gave us the Hell Shaddoll Void and the Neph Shaddoll Genius. Genius tends to be mainly the most used out of the two in most Shaddoll decks. However, I am starting to see a little bit more of the value in Hell Shaddoll Void. Still only at 1. But I am seeing the benefits of it. Just having a 2900 attack and defense beater and just big booty monster on board, it just adds that much more of an obstacle for your opponent to go ahead and get through in relation to all these other monsters that are gonna have like 1000 attack, 1000 defense, 0 defense, 500 defense. So this is gonna be the most efficient Shaddoll deck I have ever made so far, so I'm really excited to go ahead and show this for you guys. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, we're gonna start off with the hand traps, I should say. We play triple Nibiru and then triple Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. Essentially with Nibiru, you want to play Nibiru only because it is a light target for you and you don't want to have anything interfere with your field. Also, Nibiru is absolutely amazing with Shaddolls because it sends everything by a card effect, right? Which is going to actually activate all of your Shaddoll monsters in the grave because they're going to be sent by a card effect. So that's where the synergy between Nibiru and Shaddoll really comes into play. Absolutely amazing card, a must have in any Shaddoll strategy. Then you're going to go ahead and play the triple Ash Blossom Joy Spring just because it's so versatile. Now if you want to go ahead and play Artifact Lancia, that's perfectly fine as well. It is a light target for you. The Ash Blossom Joy Spring and the Hell Shaddoll Void is the reason that I do also play the El Shaddoll Grista in the extra deck as well, but I'll get more into that in just a second. But it is nice to, you already have one fire target in the deck, so you might as well have 3 more that are actually really good to go ahead and stop your opponent. It pretty much gives me an excuse to play Ash Blossom as well as El Shaddoll Grista in my extra deck as well. Next for the Shaddoll monsters, we play 1 Hell Shaddoll Void, 1 Beast, 1 Dragon, 2 Squamata, 1 Genius, 2 Ariel, 3 Wendy, 1 Falco, and then 2 Shaddoll Hedgehog. I think this is the best ratio for all your Shaddoll monsters. I understand Squamata is absolutely probably the second best behind Wendy Shaddoll monster in the main deck. However, there's just not enough space to go ahead and put 3 Squamata. Now, if you absolutely just hate Hell Shaddoll Void, then go ahead and put in your third Squamata. But I think that having this on board just adds that much more of a menacing presence on board. It has that pretty cool flip effect as well, where you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, send a Shaddoll monster for the same attribute from extra deck, and if you do, banish that monster. So that's pretty much also another reason why I want to play Grista in the extra deck as well. It just gives me another attribute besides dark, fire, light, and earth. So it just gives me another attribute to send as well, another excuse to go ahead and just be able to go ahead and have as many options as possible, really. So that's why you play 1 Hell Shaddoll Void. Its other effect when it's into the graveyard, you can keep milling cards. It's cool, but there's no guarantee you're actually able to hit anything off that, so I'm not liking that one too much. And then as far as Genius goes, this shuts down an opponent's monster when it's into the graveyard, so that's pretty cool. I don't like that it targets, so you can't really shut off things like Dragoon. However, it does stop a lot of other cards, so it is really cool to also have. Next for your support cards, you play 3 Mathematician and 3 Magistus Reliona of you play this bitch. Her name, it just complicated the shit out of me. So the Magistus Shaddoll variant is going to be the most consistent Shaddoll variant that I have ever played. Far more consistent than the Performapal, than Performage, with your what's it called, Trick Clown. Far more consistent than the Trickstar Shaddoll, far more consistent than the Trap Shaddoll, in my personal opinion, just to be able to go ahead and have the opportunity to search a fusion spell. And that's pretty much the biggest knock I have with Shaddoll, is that there's no way to search a fusion spell in your entire deck, unless you go ahead and slap in some Magis's Fury, which lets you go ahead and get Magis's Invocation. Now, there are a few ways that you can still fuse without having an El Shaddoll fusion, or you can still search it technically by sending your construct to the graveyard with the gravity control. I understand all of this. However, I don't care. I mean, not having to give up your construct in order to search your fusion just gives you so much more to play with. And the fact that it's a light monster, just the synergy is so perfect there that essentially with Fury, you can go ahead and search your fusion and make a construct and search another Shaddoll card like a Schism or a Rich Shaddoll and go into that combo and just make a more menacing board up front. It really allows you to go ahead and make as big a board as possible. Again, 3 Mathematician, it sends the card to the graveyard. Self-explanatory. Now when you get to the spells, 2 Magis's Invocation, not 3. You really don't need to maximize it on this card, but it is really cool to have as well, because you are able to go ahead and search it. Again, that's another reason why you don't play it at 3. Also, 2 is good enough. You play 3 Shaddoll Fusion, 3 El Shaddoll Fusion, 2 Super Polymerization, 1 Foolish Burial, and then 1 more Emergency Teleport to go ahead and bring out the Wendy to special summon whatever you want. Emergency Teleport must have, Foolish Burial must have in any Shaddoll deck. If for some reason you hate playing Foolish Burial in Shaddoll, first of all, you need to check yourself. Second of all, you need to go ahead and, well, there are other alternatives you can play. So if you don't like playing Foolish Burial for some reason, or if you don't like any of my selections, go ahead and slap in a third Super Poly target and you're going to be A-OK. Next, you're going to play 1 Rich Shaddoll Incarnation and 1 Shaddoll Schism. Self-explanatory, nothing really else I need to say. This is not Trap Shaddoll. This is going to be straight combo Shaddoll. You're going to go ahead and smack up your opponent with a Wendy, Construct, El Shaddoll, all of them on the board at the same time. It's going to be amazing. Just blow out your opponent. Now when we get to the extra deck, it's where it gets a little bit spicy as well. So you're going to go ahead and play the Magis's Artemis. It's pretty much a staple at this point with any Shaddoll deck. 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 IP Masquerena, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, 2 Windas, 2 App Clone, I should say, 1 Grista, 3 Construct, and 1 Shekenaga. Now, I will go ahead and leave this up to you as to which card you personally want to go ahead and take out to play the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, or whichever one is not banned. I think the Supreme King one is banned, but the other one is not banned. Go ahead and put it in. Let's go ahead and look that up, actually. Starving Venom, this card. Okay, so I personally want to go ahead and take out 1 construct to put the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I think having a Super Poly target will come up more often than needing a 3rd construct, if I'm being honest. If I'm gravely mistaken, go ahead and feel free to roast me in the comment section down below. But essentially, that's the one thing that was bothering me, is I couldn't really make up my mind as far as where the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon was going to go. In the place of, 2 App Clone I think is perfect. 2 Winda I think is perfect. 1 Shekenaga I think is perfect. The Grista is questionable. However, it does give you something else you can do with Shaddolls besides, stop special summoning, or destroy all effect monsters, which is really good in itself, but it does give you another attribute to target. So this is where a dilemma really comes in. So I'll go ahead and leave that up to you guys to go ahead and decide as to what you guys personally want to go ahead and do. And I guess let me know what you guys end up doing in the comment section down below. Let me know what you take out. If you take out Grista because I'm an idiot, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below so I can go ahead and do the same. At least test it out so that, you know, we can all think about this as a community together. This is a judgment-free zone, all that fun stuff, the fluff. There you go. You're welcome. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I'm here each and every single day, Monday through Saturday, except for this past Tuesday because life happened. But here we are, we're still here. So I'm here Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. each and every single day. Check it out and subscribe for more videos. I'll go ahead and see y'all in the next one.